What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. All right, so the title of this clip says, Trump says he won't direct FBI to investigate enemies, but Kash Patel will do what he thinks is right. So this is the first interview that we got from Trump after the elections. And of course, this is NBC, right? So there was a lot of gotcha moments that she tried to set up. If you get the opportunity to watch the whole thing, it's about an hour and a half, which is actually refreshing. But you know, they will never drop an hour and a half long interview of Kamala or Democrats ever. And also you will realize that they will never ask questions like the way that they asked Donald Trump. Matter of fact, these same questions are the ones that need to be going towards Democrats. They need to ask these same questions directly to Democrats, which is the funny part about this this whole thing. But anyway, so we're gonna get into this clip. But before we do, guys, please hit the like button down below. It really helps the channel out. And of course, if you're brand new, consider hitting subscribe. And of course, we are going to get into the comment section at the end of the video. Let's get into the clip first.
Named Kash Patel to be the next FBI director. Yeah. He has a list in his book of 60 people that he calls members of the so-called deep state. It includes Democrats like Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton. It includes former members of your cabinet, from Bill Barr to Christopher Wray. You campaigned on destroying the deep state. Do you want Kash Patel to launch investigations into people on that list?
No, I mean, he's going to do what he thinks is right.
Do you think that's right? Do you think that's right, sir?
If they think that somebody was dishonest or crooked or a corrupt politician, I think he probably has an obligation to do it. But
are you going to direct him to do it?
No, not at all. Not at all. We have two great people there. We have him and we have Pam. And Pam Bondi has been like a rocket ship. She's very popular and very good and very fair. And Kash Patel is very fair. I'll tell you, I thought Kash may be difficult because he's, you know, a strong conservative voice. And I don't know of anybody that's not singing his praises. The other day I was watching, and Trey Gowdy, who's a moderate person and very smart and very respected in the party, he's Kash's biggest fan. He said, this is the most misunderstood man in politics. He's great. I guess they worked together on the Russia hoax or something. And Trey Gowdy became a fan. You know Trey Gowdy. Everybody respects him. And, you know, just like him, others also. I don't know of one negative vote. I don't think he's going to have any negative votes.
Is it your expectation, though, that Kash Patel will pursue investigations against your political enemies?
No, I don't think so.
Do you want to see that happen?
If they were crooked, if they did something wrong, if they have broken the law, probably. They went after me, you know. They went after me and I did nothing wrong.
Well, let me ask you this. You said President Biden quote, that you're going to appoint a real special prosecutor to go after Joe Biden. You said that during the campaign.
Where?
You said that on Truth Social, June 12th, 2023. I will appoint a real special prosecutor to go after the most corrupt president in the history of the United States, Joe Biden, and the entire Biden crime family. Are you going to do that? Are you going to go after Joe Biden?
I'm really looking to make our country successful. I'm not looking to go.
I mean, he can. Technically speaking, he can, because Robert Erg said at a congressional hearing that Joe Biden committed crimes and that he just felt that he shouldn't be charged with those crimes because he was too old. He's too senile. He can't stand trial. So if Trump wanted to go after Joe Biden, he absolutely can, because he technically has already committed a crime. That's the funny part about this.
Go.
But real quick, before I let it play, anybody else think Trump looks good, man? Am I the only one? He looks like he looks a lot better after the elections are over, right? He looks more healthier. He looks like he's a little bit more in shape, right? He looks like he's rested. I don't know. I just wanted to point that out, but let's keep going.
Go back into the past. I'm looking to make our country successful. Retribution will be through success. If we can make our...
All right, let's go back real quick so we can get his full answer, because this is the best answer that he could have gave, is the way that he's going to get revenge is through success, which is just a phenomenal answer.
After Joe Biden?
I'm really looking to make our country successful. I'm not looking to go back into the past. I'm looking to make our country successful. Retribution will be through success. If we can make this country successful, that would be my greatest, that would be such a great achievement. Bring it back. We have a country now that's overridden with crime, that has millions of people that shouldn't be here, that should be in prisons in other countries, that should be in mental institutions. We have drug lords being dropped into a country and told never go back to their country. I'm looking to make our country great. I'm looking to bring prices down because, you know, I won on two things, the border and more than immigration. You know, they like to say immigration. I break it down more to the border, but I won on the border and I won on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, you know, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries. When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price over a short period of time. And I won an election based on that. We're going to bring those prices way down.
I want to pause here because what you're saying is significant. Because you wrote on Truth Social in 2023 that you're going to appoint a real special prosecutor to go after Joe Biden. Now you're saying you're not going to do that.
I will say this. No, I'm not doing that unless I find something that I think is reasonable. But that's not going to be my decision. That's going to be Pam Bondi's decision and, to a different extent, Kash Patel. Assuming they're both there, and I think they're both going to get approved. But you know, while you ask me that, what they've done to me with weaponization is a disgrace.
We'll get to some of that.
No,
sir.
wait. You can't do one without the other. In the history of our country, nothing like this has ever happened. And I've won these cases. I've won every one, and the rest are in the process of being won. Deranged Jack Smith is on his way back to The Hague, where he can execute people. This is where he should have stayed. I think he's dangerous even being there. But I'll tell you what they've done to me in terms of weaponization, indictments, impeachments, and everything else. And in the end, it probably helped me because I got the biggest vote, the most votes any Republican's ever gotten in history.
Pam Bondi talks about investigating the investigators. Do you want her to investigate Jack Smith?
I want her to do what she wants to do.
Do you want to see Jack Smith investigated?
Well, I think he's very corrupt, but I want her to do whatever she has to do.
Are you going to direct her to prosecute
I'm not.
Jack
She's
Smith?
a very smart person. She was a great attorney general in Florida. She's very experienced. I want her to do what she wants to do. I'm not going to instruct her to do it now.
Sir, are you going to fire the current FBI director, Christopher Wray, who you appointed?
Well, I can't say I'm thrilled with him. He invaded my home. I'm suing the country over it.
Okay, but and then, I mean, why would he appoint Kash Patel? It doesn't make any sense.
He invaded Mar-a-Lago. I'm very unhappy with the things he's done. And crime is at an all-time high. Migrants are pouring into the country that are from prisons and from mental institutions, as we've discussed. I can't say I'm thrilled. I don't want to be Joe Biden and give you an answer and then do the exact opposite.
We're going to talk about
so
that.
I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to say is I certainly cannot be happy with him. You take a look at what's happened. And then when I was shot in the ear, he said, "Oh, maybe it was shrapnel." Where's the shrapnel coming from? Is it coming from heaven? I don't think so. So we need somebody to straighten. You know, I have a lot of respect for the FBI, but the FBI's respect has gone way down over the last number of years.
Don't you have to fire him in order to make room for Kash Patel if he is, in fact, confirmed?
Well, I mean, it would sort of seem pretty obvious that if Kash gets in, he's going to be taking somebody's place, right? And somebody is the man that you're talking about.
I asked you last time we sat down for an interview if you were going to pardon yourself. You said no. But now that President Biden has pardoned his son, Hunter, are you reconsidering? Might you pardon yourself?
I didn't do anything wrong. I was given the option. And the lawyers told me, a very specific lawyer, I don't have to go into who, but very high up in the administration said, "Sir, if you pardon yourself, you're going to look guilty. Right. And you did nothing wrong." Oh, I had that option. I could have saved myself a lot of legal fees, but it turned out that I was right. Look at what's gone on. Everything's being dropped. I still have a Fani Willis, a total hoax. That's a total hoax. It's all being dropped.
Yeah, so there you have it. That's the end of that clip there from NBC. Now, I told you the interview is about an hour and a half long. If you guys want to watch it, I'll try to link it in the description. But let's get into some of the comments. But I love the interview. I love the way he handled himself. She tried to get into a few gotcha moments. Once again, you'll notice that if you get to watch the whole thing. But it didn't work. Like Trump is better than that. And once again, it's funny how they release unedited full interview of Donald Trump, but we could never seem to get those of Kamala or Joe or anybody like that. So anyway, let's get into the comment section. So the first comment says, if there's a crime, sure, they should be investigated. As the Democrats preach, no one is above the law. 100%. And the last part about him pardoning himself is he's correct, right? He's probably going to win all of these cases through appeal anyway. So he really doesn't need to pardon himself. And he, like he said, he will look guilty if he pardoned himself. And also Joe Biden doesn't need to pardon him as well. And if Joe Biden does extend it, he needs to decline it and say, hey, you know what? I'm not taking that offer. I'm willing to go through all of this through the appeal process because I know I'm innocent. Because once again, it's going to be like a political move to kind of save Joe Biden's legacy by saying, hey, I did pardon Hunter, but I also pardon Trump as well. He's going to be like, well, the DOJ was politically motivated on both sides. Nonsense. So no, don't accept that. Just go through the appeal. He's probably going to win it, most likely. But I mean, his revenge is already in place, right? His revenge, like he said, is going to be success. But I mean, it's already here. He won overwhelmingly. I mean, it was a mandate. That was a revenge in itself, right? That's the revenge in itself. So, hey, the American people are the judge and the jury at this point. And we've said that, hey, get rid of all of this political persecution. We want this man back in the White House. And I'm loving it. So, all right, let's go read some of the comments here. So it says, NBC is a big joke when it comes to journalism. Someone needs to tell this woman to stop looking like she is acting in a movie and just speak normally. Have the conversation and try to look natural. She looks like she is about to explode and seems not to be listening at all, like she's speaking to herself. Was she just speaking the scripts that she's given? And somebody says, remember when Vivek trolled this anchor at the debate? It was phenomenal. Like Biden said, no one is above the law. He's being completely reasonable and statesmanlike here. She's trying so hard for a gotcha moment. 100%. This woman is insufferable. This woman is a disgrace, trying her best to ask Trump gotcha questions. I can't believe Trump gave an interview with this rude activist. Right, and Kamala be scared as hell to go in conservative platforms. This reporting is so shameful. You're lucky President Trump gave you the time of day. Lousy excuse of impartial journalism. Release the entire hour and a half under the interview. And people are saying that because they dropped clips first and then they dropped the full interview. But just drop the full interview. We don't want to see clips. Somebody says fake news trying so hard and failed. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. We'll end it there. So let me know what you think. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed the video and the content, guys. Hit the like button down below. It really helps the channel out. And we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. We're almost there. So if you're brand new, consider hitting the subscribe button. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.